Alright, I just thought instead of just typing and texting you guys a million times, I'm just gonna make a video about the house tour. So I'm gonna just show you everything around the house, what you need, what you don't need, and yeah, just try to make it as simple as possible, okay? So this is what it looks like outside the apartment. You got traffic there, bus station, so if you need to take the bus or a taxi, like a taxi just passed by there, it's pretty convenient. And yeah, this neighborhood's pretty chill, pretty quiet, so honestly, it's pretty nice. And this is the apartment. So it's green, one room is in there, there's the bathroom. So let's just go inside. Let's see what we got. We got a gate. So just every time, just close it and then just lock the door when you leave. And yep, this is basically it. We always put the house keys here and the car key. Matthew has the car, so the key's not there. And yep, this is basically it. We have a nice couch. This couch is actually pretty soft. This is a pretty nice soft couch. We got a few chairs. There's like a working area. Now the only thing, the Wi-Fi only works in the living room. So if you have to like do some computer work, you can only do it in the living room. You can't do it in the bedroom. There's no Wi-Fi up there. And the only sad part about this whole thing is that there's no AC. You have a ceiling fan and you get the wind from outside, but that's basically it. So it is what it is. So the basic necessities, you have a fully furnished fridge, which is fantastic. So there's always usually space here, so you can put any of your meats and stuff and frozen, and then there's plenty of space on the bottom. Again, you're only sharing it with one other person, your other co-missionaries, so it's perfectly enough space for everybody, which is awesome. Sam, I think you had a question about the microwave. Perfect microwave, works perfectly every single time, 99% of the time. You got a toaster. We also got a blender, which I've never used before, but blender's nice. There's a place to refill water, so you guys can just use these gallons, and there's a place like down that way, down the road, for like a couple minutes, and then you can refill it for 12 pesos, which is like $1, like 50 cents or something. So you have a fully furnished kitchen area right here. You got a stove. It's pretty easy to turn it on. Just try turning it on. It's pretty easy. All you need is a lighter. You just press this button, just puts up the gas, put in one, then it just goes boom. That's it. Magic. Wow. And you got a bunch of cooking pans, so you can cook here with chicken or beef or whatever, and we got a bunch of pans here. Again, you don't need to bring your own pans. I mean, if you want to bring extra pans, go for it, but you kind of don't really need it. You got a bunch of plates here and stuff, so you don't really need to bring any plates. You kind of we just buy our own stuff, so if you need oil or garlic salt or any seasoning or anything like that, you can just put it here. And there's a supermarket. Things are pretty cheap, pretty affordable. And we got Jesus and Mary here. Hi, Jesus. All right, so let's go upstairs. This is a 2-story place, so let's go up this staircase. This is Matthew's room. Not going in there. Respect Matthew's room. This is my room. Basically, it's like more or less the same thing. So you got a nice bed. This is a big bed. Like, this is much bigger than my bed back in the US. You got an AC, which is like the best part. I didn't have an AC for like the first 6 months. They just gave me new AC. Thank you, Jesus. Yep, and then you basically have like a working desk. I don't really use this desk because, again, there's no Wi-Fi here, so I can't really do my work here, but that's okay. You got hangers, so I didn't get these hangers. I just put my stuff here. You got plenty of room for clothes. If you're a massive hoarder, it's gonna be very hard to like not have enough room for your clothes. So I got extra space here. I brought my own sheets, but the sheets already came with the bed, so I don't really use my sheets that I brought from the US. You got like some stuff up here. I just put like my cleaning stuff, my stuff when I go to take a shower. You got another big desk that I don't really use. I kind of just put my things here if I run out of space. And there's plenty of space underneath to put your suitcase. I put my suitcase and my carry-on right under the bed. So yeah, it's a pretty convenient. This room is pretty nice. And I think one of the best parts is you got a nice view. Too bright. You have a nice view. So I like, honestly, sometimes I like just opening the window and just looking outside. You know, at the end of the day, I'm kind of tired, stressed, just trying to relieve stress. So I like to look outside, listen to music. So you do you. But strong recommendation, when you're gonna leave the house and no one's in the house, I highly recommend close the window, because there have been stories that people apparently rob each other, and there have been crazier stories that somehow someone is able to get on top of the roof and climb through someone's room through the window. So just close the window, it locks, so you could just close it. Also, another pro tip, I usually keep my blinds, when I first got to Playa, I always kept my blinds open, like all the time. I always kept them open. But something they're gonna notice when you come here is that the sun comes into the room and it gets hot like really, really fast, really, really easily. So every time I'm about to leave, I close my blinds. Like I keep it closed so the heat doesn't come in, because I'm telling you guys, it is hot as heck all the time in Playa. You're gonna be sweating like every day. So that's what I'm saying. If you're gonna pack clothes, just pack clothes that you feel comfortable sweating in. If that's a t-shirt and jeans, that's great. For me, I'm always wearing either like a tank top or like right now, or just shorts, like all the time, and slides, because I sweat really easily and it's always hot. So yeah, just a pro tip. I brought my own towels. There are already extra towels here. So I think I'm gonna leave like 1 or 2 towels when I go back to the US. So you can bring your own towels. You can bring your own, I guess, like items to take a shower, like shampoo, soap. But again, you could just buy it. If you're trying to cut on weight for your suitcase, you can honestly just come here without that stuff and just buy more in the supermarket. You're already gonna buy more anyway, because I don't think a bar of soap is gonna last you 2 years or 1 year, or however long you're on your mission. So yeah, you could just, if you're trying to save weight on your suitcase, just buy it when you come here. But I'm gonna leave a couple towels, a couple things, so yeah. And outlets are actually strategically placed. So there's one right there. So sometimes if I'm just on my phone, just charge my phone or my laptop there. There's an outlet right here. There's an outlet there. There's an outlet basically everywhere. And there's a hanger. I think this is for a hammock. I thought this was like a hat holder. But apparently if you have a hammock, you can put like the hammock here and the hammock there. And then you can basically just lounge in the middle of your room, which is pretty cool. So if you have a hammock, highly recommend. All right, let's go into the bathroom, because I know some of you guys have questions about the bathroom. The best part is you get your own bathroom, like literally. What's up? Like you get your own bathroom, so you have a nice toilet, you have a sink, and you have a shower head. To work the shower, all you need to do is just plug this thing in. This is like the heater. You just plug it in, lift this thing up, and I'm gonna cover this so it doesn't get water on me. And then you just pull that lever. So you just pull it, and wow, look at that magic. Don't you just love the 21st century? Fantastic. And then turn it off, just go like that. And please do not forget, unplug this. Because if you don't unplug it, the heater is just gonna be going off and you're just wasting electricity. And we're trying to conserve electricity always. And if you ever need toilet paper, again, you just refill it. You just go to the grocery store or whatever, you just refill it. There's plenty of space on the bottom, so I don't really use the bottom, honestly. There's plenty of space. So again, if you're a massive hoarder and you have a bunch of stuff, then there's plenty of space. And also, pro tip, do not, I repeat, do not put toilet paper into the toilet, because it will clog the toilet. And trust me, you do not want a clogged toilet. It will unclog in like 3 days. And trust me, bro, number 1 and number 2 in a toilet for 3 days is not great. Like, it's not great. So just put it into the bin or the trash can. Oh my gosh, I'm calling a trash can a bin. That's crazy. So yeah, that's basically it. And just an informational thing. Our apartment is actually connected to the high school. So sometimes you'll see, like, you'll hear like them having class at like 7:30 in the morning. So it's not a big deal if you hear them having class and stuff. So it's kind of cool. And maybe if they're having class, and I don't know, I like to listen to music when I'm taking a shower. So when I hear them having class, I kind of turn down the music so they can't hear my music. So, you know, just a pro tip. All right, here we go downstairs. This is kind of an aerial shot of the apartment. If you guys just want to see it. It's pretty nice. Like, you got everything you need here. Working area, you got a couch if you want to relax. You got a window, again, you can open it if you want to let some wind come in, but I kind of sometimes keep it closed so the heat doesn't come in. Jesus is always present, which is awesome, I guess. Yeah, and the thing you'll notice about this apartment is that it is a little bit old, so sometimes like dust, it gets really dusty in here, like really, really easily. So me and my co-missionary, Matthew, always like clean the house maybe like once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks, because we're so busy all the time. So that's just something you'll notice. Like, you see, like there's already like dust here, there's already marks on the floor. That's just normal. Like, that's just normal, living in an old apartment. But honestly, it is what it is. And you got your own garbage can, recycling bin. We kind of just buy like bags to put in the garbage can. So yeah, it's pretty nice. Another pro tip, I think this goes without saying, but remember, you're in Mexico. So do not, I repeat, do not drink out of the tap water. I'm from Florida and we're allowed to drink out of the tap water. So I usually drink out of the tap water sometimes. But in Mexico, do not drink out of it, because at one time I was trying to cook avena, like oats, and I ran out of water. So I was like, I'll just use the tap water. It won't be a big deal. I ended up getting sick. And I ate like 3 scoops and my stomach was already churning. So do not drink the tap water. Please don't. Like, you'll save yourself a big headache, actually a big stomach ache. You don't want to go to the hospital. Don't do it. Yeah, again, we just go to the supermarket. We just buy this stuff, some sponges, some detergent or dish soap. And yeah, you can clean your hand. And again, another pro tip. Me and Mathieu try to keep this apartment pretty clean because I don't know about you guys, but there are a lot of roaches like in Mexico in general. So even when we keep this apartment clean, there will still be roaches pulling up to this place. So thank you, Mathieu, for always buying this. Always buy this thing. This golden raid, like just one spray, psst, and they're dead very easily. And then you could just push them with the broom. Now, I hate roaches with a passion. It's one of my like few, I'm not scared of many things in this world. Roaches is my biggest phobia ever. And I learned to get over it, If I can learn to get over it, then you'll be fine. So yeah, just try to keep the apartment clean. Once a week, once every 2 weeks is enough. Same thing with the bathroom. Clean your bathroom once a week, once every 2 weeks. The living room, your bedroom, that should be it. When you have time. You're gonna be busy, you're a missionary, You're gonna be running around all over the place, like every day. So just when you find the time. Now, if you had a question about washing your clothes, there's no washing machine here, there's no dryer. But that's fine because there's a bunch of lavanderias. There's a bunch of places where you can like wash your clothes. I go to a place like down the road where I do it myself. Mathieu knows a place where they do it for him. So if you want to do it yourself or you want someone else to do it, that's perfectly fine. But there's no washing machine and there's no drying machine. But that's fine because you can use the company car outside to dry them. So it's perfectly fine. And also there's no TV. There's no TV. Honestly, I don't mind. Like, I think it's better. I'm more in the moment, I guess, on my mission without a TV. So trust me, there's much bigger issues than not having a TV. So I don't know. Plus you have your phone. If you want to stream something or go on your laptop, you can just watch it here. The Wi-Fi, again, only works in the living room, doesn't work upstairs. And Sam, I think I saw this, or Samuel, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. You asked about the mosquito spray. I always get this spray. It's like an orange spray. You can get it at a 7-Eleven in Oxo, which is like right across the street. Mosquitoes love me like I'm sugar or something because they always attack me. They attack Mathieu just as much as me, but they attack me more. So I always spray this. Like, you can just buy it anywhere, again, at a 7-Eleven. And yes, mosquitoes here are very prevalent. Again, it's Mexico. You're in Playa del Carmen. You're in front of the beach. It's a very hot and humid, like I'm already sweating right now. You're in a very hot, humid place. And mosquitoes love that stuff. So again, mosquito spray. You don't need to bring mosquito spray again. Just save the space in your suitcase. You can just buy this stuff here. It's pretty cheap. This was like $1 or something, $1.20. And this lasts me for like a month. So maybe 2 weeks if they're trying to literally kill me. And another thing, I almost forgot. This is the outlet. So in Europe, I'm pretty sure the outlet is different. So this is the outlet. This is what it looks like. So you just need this 3. So anytime, I'm in the US, so my outlets are always like perfectly fine. Like I brought this charger from home. It's perfectly fine. So if you need an adapter, maybe Sam, I think you need an adapter. But yeah, this is what the outlet looks like. Also forgot to mention, we have a bicycle. So one of the greatest things about Playa del Carmen is that it's like a pueblo, it's like a town. I mean, it's still pretty big, but you can actually get around pretty easily just on a bike. If one person is using the car, someone else can use the bike. Also, we don't really use this room. This is just like an extra bathroom, but we don't really use it. But yeah, this is an extra bathroom. We put the other bicycle here. The other missionary, Profe Paul, was here before. He used this bike. But no one really uses this bike. So you guys can share. One person can have this bike, and one of you guys can have this bike. I bought this bike with my own money at Walmart, but I'm just gonna leave it here. I think you guys would really like it. Like, maybe you guys can go on bike rides together. That'd be cute or something. But yeah, you have 2 bikes, has a lock, the other one has a lock. I'll give you the key that goes with that lock, but yeah, like I said. And do not leave this bike outside overnight, because I'm telling you 100%, it will get stolen the next day. I don't care what you say. Oh yeah, no. We trust our neighbors, we love our neighbors. But don't be dumb. Do not leave this outside. Leave it inside when you park it, please. Do not lose this bike, please. And honestly, I think that's basically it. I can't really think of anything you guys seriously need to bring with you in your suitcase that you can't just get in Playa for a pretty cheap price. I'd probably just say, again, bring clothes that are comfortable. If you bring clothes that are comfortable to sweat in. And I think the most important thing is just bring your electronics. Like, make sure you have your laptop, if you have a laptop. Make sure you have the laptop charger. Make sure you have your adapter. make sure you have headphones or something, because you don't want to come here and you're like, oh, I want headphones. Oh, I left my headphones at home. Oh, I need a charger for my laptop or my phone. Like now I have to buy, like, electronics are always expensive, so you don't want that. But yeah, I think maybe I'll just make a separate video on things that you guys really, really need. But at the moment, I can't really think of anything besides those things that I just listed. But yeah, that's basically the whole apartment. This place is pretty nice. As long as you just take care of it, upkeep it, it's gonna be a beautiful home. You guys are very, very blessed to be sent here. Like, praise Jesus. So yeah, I can't wait to meet you guys. And yeah, if you have any other questions that I might have missed, you could just message me and stuff, and maybe I'll send like individual photos and stuff. But yep, that's basically it. I'll see you guys in September. Bye.